Prime Field.
In the high-stakes theater of women's college basketball, dominance isn't claimed, it's engineered. And in 2025, Geno Auriemma may have just redrawn the blueprint. When Olivia Vukosa, a 6'4" center from Christ the King High School, committed to UConn, she didn't just fill a roster spot. She redefined how the program, and perhaps the entire Big East, would defend, rebound, and score for years to come. Her commitment represents more than a signing. It's architectural. Paired with Sarah Strong, the reigning national freshman phenom, and the potential arrival of five-star guard Jersey Robinson, UConn's next era appears to be constructed around versatility, size, and an evolving brand of positional interchangeability. The central question emerges: is Olivia Vukosa the foundational piece of UConn's next dynasty, or the symbol of a program entering its second golden age? To understand that, we start with the data. At just 17 years old, Vukosa's statistical imprint mirrors the archetype of modern dominance. As a junior, she averaged 19.2 points, 17.9 rebounds, 5.5 blocks, and 3.8 assists per game. A rare combination of inside scoring, rebounding command, and court vision. Only a handful of high school athletes in the nation operate across all four statistical pillars. Among recent examples, few stand out like Aja Wilson, whose 2025 WNBA averages 23.4 points, 10.2 rebounds, 3.1 assists, and 2.3 blocks, represent the gold standard for the versatile front court. Vukosa's production isn't theoretical, it's empirical. Her performance on the international stage validates the projection. At the 2025 FIBA U20 Eurobasket Division B, she averaged 15.6 points and 9.1 rebounds, culminating in a commanding bronze medal performance. 11 for 17 shooting and a tournament-best 22 rebounds in just 23 minutes. That game, described by European analysts as a masterclass in glass control, demonstrated the kind of rebounding discipline and finishing precision that fits seamlessly into Auriemma's system. A system built on positional intelligence, not just raw athleticism. From that foundation, UConn's roster construction begins to take shape. Few programs in women's basketball history have been built on the principle of collective dominance. If Jersey Robinson commits, UConn's projected 2026 front court may be the most balanced in the nation. Sarah Strong, at 6'2", already redefined what a freshman could achieve. In 2024-25, she averaged 16.4 points and 8.9 rebounds per game, capturing WBCA National Freshman of the Year honors and setting a UConn freshman record with 356 rebounds. In the national championship game, Strong's 24 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists cemented her as the first player in NCAA tournament history to reach those thresholds in a title matchup. Add Vukosa's elite rim protection and rebounding instincts, and the potential addition of Jersey Robinson, the number 5 recruit in the class of 2026, and the statistical projections turn staggering. Robinson, already a 2-time FIBA MVP, averaged 20.9 points and 6.9 rebounds at the 2024 U17 World Cup, after recording 17.3 and 10.2 at the U16 Americas Championship. She also set a USA Basketball record with 21 rebounds in a single game. Together, Strong, Vukosa, and Robinson project to nearly 38 rebounds per game and based on current averages, a figure that, under collegiate systems, could rise past 40 when factoring in pace and competition levels. Alongside Ice Brady, a 6'3" depth forward, UConn's size and rebounding infrastructure would challenge the defensive schemes of every SEC and Big Ten contender, but statistical symmetry is only one layer of dynasty construction. The other is a historical precedent. Under Geno Auriemma, UConn has never just rebuilt. It has replicated success through systems. Across 39 seasons, his program has appeared in 23 Final Fours, the most of any Division I basketball team, men's or women's. From 2008 to 2022, UConn reached 14 consecutive Final Fours, claiming 4 national championships in that stretch. Every era under Auriemma has been defined by a core identity. The Stewart era defined by length and dominance. The Beckers era defined by skill and precision. The Strong Vukosa era may soon be defined by positional depth and rebounding control. By the 2025-26 season, UConn stands at an inflection point, having just defeated South Carolina 82-59. For the national title, the Huskies enter the season as co-favorites at plus 260 odds, signaling renewed institutional dominance. Vukosa's arrival the following year ensures continuity, a rare feature in collegiate sports dynasties. Comparatively, the blueprint resembles Dorka Juhas's trajectory. The 6'5" European forward averaged 14.2 points and 9.9 rebounds in her graduate season before being drafted 16th overall by Minnesota. Vukosa's 5.5 blocks per game already surpassed collegiate-level rim protection thresholds, indicating she could translate immediately into a similar role with higher upside. The projection ahead suggests not just success, but structural sustainability. Analytically, dynasties are built on alignment between roster composition, coaching continuity, and statistical dominance. Between 2026 and 2030, all indicators suggest UConn possesses that triad. With Strong entering her junior year, Vukosa anchoring the paint, and potentially Robinson operating as a hybrid wing guard, UConn's depth chart will carry championship DNA through at least 3 seasons. If realized, this configuration could yield 3 consecutive Final Four appearances, 2027 through 2029, anchored by elite rebounding margins, perimeter stability from Fudd and Robinson, and an adaptable zone defense capable of neutralizing transition-heavy offenses like LSU and South Carolina. From a systems perspective, the Huskies are constructing a big lineup dynasty, one not reliant on tempo or isolation play, but on spatial controls, length, and rebounding asymmetry. But one final variable remains unresolved, a name that could tip the balance entirely. As of October 2025, Jersey Robinson's recruitment remains the single most influential domino in the 2026 class. Her final 3 programs, UConn, LSU, and South Carolina, mirror the hierarchy of modern college basketball powerhouses. Robinson has already completed visits to UConn and LSU, with South Carolina scheduled as her final stop. Recruiting insiders point to one decisive factor: alignment between Robinson's priorities, offensive system, coaching stability, and teammate quality, and UConn's existing roster ecosystem. Her stated desire for a support system and faithful organization parallels what Auriemma's program represents: structural reliability, a transparent developmental model, and a culture of professional preparation. In recruiting cycles, momentum is currency. By securing Vukosa early, UConn projects confidence, and that perception often compounds. Top recruits tend to cluster where institutional momentum is strongest. Should Robinson commit before Vukosa's senior year, UConn's trajectory transforms from title contender to defensive domination core. If she doesn't, the Huskies remain structurally elite, but without the perimeter scoring insurance that could define a 2027 national championship run. Either path reinforces the same truth: Auriemma's dynasty architecture is once again operational. Dynasties are not just built, they are maintained through adaptability. From Rebecca Lobo to Maya Moore, from Brianna Stewart to Paige, and now from Sarah Strong to Olivia Vukosa, UConn's legacy has been one of evolution through structure. What differentiates this next chapter is scale. By 2030, if current trajectories hold, UConn will not merely be the winningest program, it will have redefined positional basketball in the women's game. Vukosa's 6'4" frame symbolizes more than size. It represents a shift in philosophy. That versatility, rebounding control, and systemic efficiency are not luxuries. They are the foundations of sustainable dominance. And as Geno Auriemma enters his 5th decade at the helm, the data suggests that the next evolution of UConn basketball has already begun, engineered not through hype but through measurable precision. The dynasty is once again under construction.
Prime Field